what better way to celebrate the week before Halloween by drawing some haunted houses? And for our inspiration, I thought it would be fun to look at the houses from Harry Potter. And it's fine if you're not a Harry Potter fan, but these two houses are just the regular homes of some of the characters. This is the Weasley home. This is Luna Lovegood's house. And they just have such fun shapes. This is the actual haunted house in Harry Potter, the Shrieking Shack. They look like regular houses in a way, but they're just a little wonky. Like this one started out like a cool shaped house, and then they added another part on, and then they added another part on. And I don't know, this one's just very unique in general. And this one is kind of an odd shape too, where the sides kind of come to a point here. But it does kind of look like a regular house. So we're going to start with a regular white piece of paper. You can turn it horizontal or vertical, and you can draw whatever kind of house you want. If you want to look at these for inspiration, like if you want to think of your own house, you could do that and think of how you could make it a little wonky. It's kind of the fun thing about it is we don't have to worry about straight lines. In fact, so the supplies that we're going to be using today, we're going to use some of these cool metallic crayons. I also have some regular Crayola metallic crayons, regular crayons, and we have some liquid watercolor for a little spooky magic at the end if you want to. So if you're trying to do some of these pop-out windows, you can draw them normally on just like this, but when you draw the lines going out to connect them to the house, you want those to go in the same direction, just kind of like when we do block letters. So if this one is at this angle, this one below needs to be at that same angle if it has that. Now this one just kind of connects popping out right there. But so like really I should have those two at the same angle, and these two should be at the same angle. And then you can connect that and erase any of the other little bits. For the stairs, that's another tricky part. I'm just going to draw these lines across, and there's kind of a line down, and I'm just not really going to worry about it too much. Okay, so that's kind of sketched in. Oh, let's see, let's put the chimney in. If you want to get a straight line, you have to hold your whole hand still and not bend your wrist, which is why I didn't get that right. Okay, so now I add another line here, and that's kind of going to be dark. Your pencil line is just to sketch, and then you can draw in with your crayons. And here's my test paper. So what we're going to do is color them in with crayons, and then put the Spookie wax resist watercolor over top of it if you are brave enough. You can use any type of crayon for this, but here's my experiment. These are the dark, this is where I press dark, and this is where I press light, and you can see how much more the dark holds up. Now I did 2 coats of the watercolor, which I probably should have just done 1, and that got covered up even more. But once you have your sketch done, you can start coloring these in. Okay, I forgot while I was doing the Shrieking Shack, it's winter in that picture, and I started doing winter, and then I put grass, and then I remembered it's not winter in Tennessee. So anyways, there's green, there's blue, there's all sorts of colors. I have a tree on here that I added some moon and stars. Now, if you are brave, or if you just want to see if adding some wax resist will make your drawing look even more spooky than it already is, then you can get the the watercolor. This is just a liquid watercolor, but you could use the pan as well if you're doing this at home. And we are going to fill it in. See how it beads up where it's nice and waxy? And then like the parts on the house that I didn't really color in that hard, the brown will just sit there. Looks like I didn't press too hard on my black, on my black for my tree either. We'll see what this looks like when it dries.